November 1st, and here is my garden. And it's just wild with weeds and vegetation. And I usually start down over this side, and the sun might compete with us, but these little rose tomatoes that grow, I wish I could see some clusters to show you, but I've just been making salsa and salsa from these, and I can't see them right now. And but they're in there. Oh, yeah, it's not probably going to pick up. I can see them now. And what's happening now is because it's growing, I can't even mow these tall weeds because the tomatoes vines are in there. But what's happening is the tomatoes that are down underneath, and for some reason, they like to ripen down underneath out of the sunlight. I don't understand quite. But if they're down there, we have something that's coming along and eating them almost faster than us. But if I can get them up on top of the beds, they don't come up. Now see, that one's loaded with green, and we're quite a ways from frost yet, so I think I'm going to have a lot of tomatoes yet. Okay, I can't walk down through this aisle, and no, I didn't. I thought I stepped in something not nice. Okay, and come around. I've been eating quite a bit of Swiss chard now from my chard bed, and even I have some growing down between of that too that escaped the bed. Now, last time I had just planted the spinach, and the chickens got in and they ate most of where I planted it, but there's a few here, but also this is calendula coming up, but there's a few little spinaches that later on, and that's a potato. And then the tomatoes seem to want to grow mostly that other way, but some over here have escaped down on here. And then over here in this bed, the lavender's still blooming. And, oops, sorry, hun. The weeder is here. Good morning.
Good morning, I guess.
Yes. Okay, and then this lavender smells nicer than the other lavender for some reason. Okay, and I mentioned about my hollyhock that I should pull it, but I don't have the heart to do it. The bugs haven't found it. And then this is the bee balm that's surviving underneath. Oh, I see. I still have a little yarrow in there too. And then when we come down to the end of this, there was a dahlia that had just, I don't know how it got in there. I see another one coming. But anyway, this has been replanted with garlic now. Over here is garlic, and here I've got all of the peppers off of this, but I see it's still blooming. I've been using the jalapenos now. And then this bed is garlic. And that means the middle of June, or at least up till June, there'll be garlic in here, and then I'll harvest it. This now is really stressed out because it's full of bugs, and it wasn't until just, I don't know, the last few days, so that means it's way under stress. And this is the first time it's got into the broccoli. So these two plants are stressed right now, but rain is coming, cooler weather, and I think they'll make it. If we can get that cooler weather, and it'll take some of the stress off, and then when the stress is off, the bugs will leave. Okay, and this is my pineapple sage, and it really looks pretty now. So I don't know if it's showing very much in the camera, but it really looks nice. But again, it has to go because there are my poor asparagus leaning over because they just can't get the sunshine in the bed. So that's about it for my garden for November. And I don't know how much longer it'll go before it's too cool. It's supposed to rain this coming up. I can see on the 10-day about 4 different days of rain, so that will be nice. So that's how I'm surviving the 80s with my garden. It's a pretty weedy garden.